Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video we're going to do something completely different than what I'm usually doing. I am going to do a nice purple smoky eye for you with a little bit of glitter on top. Okay, you know, just add a little kick, a little spice, a little something something. We're going to be using the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. We're going to go take it back a little bit and use our Naked 3 palette. So if you would like to see how I did this look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I already have one eye partially started, so I'm just going to get started with the other eye. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my primer, and this one here is Painterly by MAC, and I'm just going to apply this with my beauty blenders. So I'm just going to take the top sponge here. It's a little dirty because I already started with this eye. Just going to dip this right in and go right on top. I like to use my beauty blender for this because it really helps to just blend out the product nice and easy and smooth, so that way there aren't any harsh lines. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to go right in here with burnt orange. I'm going to be using an Estee Lauder blending brush. And I'm going to put that right here on the top of my crease. This is just going to act as my transition color for this look. Next, I'm just going to go into this color here. This one is called Real Guard, and it's still in the Modern Renaissance palette. And I'm going to put that right under the burnt orange. I'm just using the same blending brush. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into the same palette, and I'm going to go in right here with this red ochre, and then put that right under the Real Guard. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to mix the Venetian red and Love Letter. That's this color here and these two. I'm going to mix those two and put that right in my crease as well. And bring it up just a little bit because I want this color to pop through from when we go in with the smoky purple. And you notice I'm doing all of this with the same blending brush. That's why I went from lighter to darker, so that way you won't really mess up the color transition. You don't want the darker at the top and then the lighter bleeding through at the bottom. You can use the same brush if you go from lighter to dark. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my gel liner. This is the gel liner that I'm using. This one is by Wet n Wild. You can take any gel liner. And I'm going to take my flat concealer brush, and then I'm just going to pack this gel liner all on my lid. This one is in the color black. I'm going to take this all the way up to a little bit below the crease because we're going to blend this out with a blending brush. It's okay if it's a little bit messy because all we're going to do is just take a deeper color. We're going to go right there in the crease and we're going to blend that out. So it doesn't have to be super, super neat. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go back into the Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to take this color here. This one is called Cyprus Umber, and I'm going to go right back in with that same blending brush. And I'm going to put this right here in the crease and blend this out. So that way you cannot see where we stopped or started that black gel liner. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in with a clean blending brush, and I'm just going to blend all my colors together. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go into our Naked 3 palette, and we're going to go into this color here. This one is called Blackheart. It's a nice purple color with like burgundy red specks of sparkle in there, and we're going to pop this right on the lid. And then I'm just going to go back in with that blending brush, and I'm just going to blend out the harsh lines. So when you're applying color to the crease, you always want to just use windshield wiper motions. And then when you're applying color to the lid, you want to use packing motions. That's how you concentrate the most amount of color. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of sparkle onto the eyelid. So what I'm going to do is use this pressed pigment. This one is Jet Couture by MAC Cosmetics. And I'm going to use the flat inside of the brush that came with the Modern Renaissance palette. So I'm just going to dip it right in here. And then I'm just going to take my Fix Plus spray and I'm just going to wet that just a little bit and pop that right onto the lid. Just to give it like a little bit of a wet foil look. Just like so. So that way when the light hits, it's nice and shimmery and sparkly, and it just adds that nice pop of like, ooh, what is that? That's what this pressed pigment is going to do. Now I'm just going to go back into that gel liner and I'm going to take an angle brush by Sigma. This is the ES5, I believe. The numbers kind of got wiped off a little bit. And I'm just going to dip that right in, and I'm just going to start with my wing liner. So now what we're going to do is we're going to line our waterline. I'm going to use Smolder by MAC. This is just a nice black pencil. It's easy to smudge into the waterline, and it's going to be very, very blendable. So I'm just going to put that right into the waterline. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in with a pencil brush. This one here is by Sigma. This is the E30 brush. And I'm going to go right back into my Modern Renaissance palette, and we're going to take the Real Gar again and pop that right under the waterline. We're going to make the bottom just as smoky as we made the top. And then from there, we're going to go back into the red ochre. And then we're going to go also back into the Venetian red and the love letter. These two here. And put that right under it as well. We want it to be very smoky and blended. Now because I want the darker purple to be more concentrated, I'm not going to use a pencil brush. I'm just going to use a straight edge brush, and then I'm just going to press it right into my waterline. This is the brush here that I'm going to use, straight edge, tightly packed bristles, and I'm going to go back into the Naked 3 palette and use this one here, the Black Heart. And press this right into the bottom of the eye. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into the pencil brush and I'm just going to blend it out. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to go in with a nice matte shadow. I usually like to use matte shadows in my inner tear duct because they photograph a lot better than shimmer and sparkle shadows in the inner tear duct area. So the color that I'm going to go in with, this is Buon Fresco. I believe that's how it's pronounced. This one's from the Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to take a nice clean pencil brush. I don't want to use the other pencil brush that I use because I blended the bottom out and it has like the deeper colors in there, and like I said, you don't want to mix the lighter and the darker colors together. So I'm going to go in with this color, and I'm going to pop this right here in the inner tear duct area. I love this palette because it has so many matte shadows. So it makes this palette very versatile. You can do so many different looks with it. Now I'm just going to put on my mascara and my lashes, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the finished eye look, you guys. I just went in with my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and then I went in with the double Ardell lashes, and I just put those on just like that. So now we're just going to get into the lip. So the lip liner that I'm going to use is Plum by Matte, and I'm going to put this all over. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my Lolita 1 liquid lipstick by Kat Von D, and I'm going to apply this all over the entire lip, right on top of that lip liner. And just to give it a little bit of an extra pop, I'm just going to go in with a little bit of lip gloss. This one's by Anastasia Beverly Hills in the color Kristen, and I'm just going to pop that right in the center of the lip. You know what? I actually think I want it a little bit shinier, so I'm going to go in with another color. Alright, so I'm going to use my Sunset Strip lip gloss, also by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm going to put that right on top of it in the center. Just to get a little extra spark. So this is the finished look, you guys. I hope you all really enjoyed this video. I wanted to do something a little bit different, step out of my comfort zone from the naturals and the golden and bronzes, and give you guys a nice smoky eye, incorporating one of my favorite colors, purple. Of course, you know this because of the hair, right? So if you guys like this video, please don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe to my channel, share your social networks with all the different friends and family members, do a video response, and comment down below what are your favorite palettes and the colors that you like to use for a smoky eye, and let me know some ideas of what you would like to see from me to do in these videos, okay? And if you subscribe, you'll never miss out on another video that I do, okay? So if you like this one, don't forget, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!